Hello everyone, I'm Lou Del Monte and welcome to Del Monte on Science. Today we're going to talk about supercomputers, and actually we're going to talk about a supercomputer gaining a sufficient power to the point where it becomes self-aware and replicates a human mind, and then actually going beyond that to where it can replicate millions of human minds, and each with its own personality, and in a sense it becomes a universe. So think of it this way, that it is possible, and it's predicted that by about 1929, and I'll go through the numbers with you, that computers will advance to the point that they will be able to replicate a human mind. And that's a neural net computer, which is a self-learning computer, okay? By about mid-century, somewhere around 2050, they're saying that computers will actually learn at a rate that exceeds the human mind by many factors, okay? And at that point, it's almost the point where a computer would have the intelligence that, as a sort of a comparison, our intelligence relative to, say, insects would be the equivalent of what a computer in the year, say, 2050 would have relative to us. All hard to believe, but I'm going to take you through that. And in the book, my book, the new book, Unraveling the Universe's Mysteries, which is available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble online, I have a chapter called Trapped in a Self-Conscious Supercomputer, saying that it's entirely possible we don't exist the way we think we exist, that we're actually inside a computer program, and that the computer program was put together by an advanced civilization, advanced aliens, etc. And I'll go through that. And I don't want to suggest today that I believe that, I don't. But that has been put forward in a number of serious scientific papers. So let's start a discussion. And we're going to start with just two words, and that's artificial intelligence. Okay, now this is what is going to actually lead to the supercomputers that become self-aware. Now, if a computer gets to the point that it replicates a human mind, it becomes self-aware, you can then consider it legitimately a life form. And you have essentially what you saw in Star Trek Commander Data is a synthetic life form. His mind is a supercomputer, neural network that replicates a human mind, is self-aware, and is considered a life form. All right, so where are we at with this artificial intelligence? Well, we're actually pretty close to creating a computer that will replicate a human mind. In 1997, okay, IBM had a computer called Deep Blue. You probably remember this. And it was the first computer that beat a world-class chess champion, Garry Kasparov. Garry Kasparov. And it was a 6-game match, and the computer, Deep Blue, won by 2 games. Okay, 3 were ties. There was 1 loss by the computer and 2 wins by Deep Blue. And so Deep Blue actually beat Garry Kasparov. So here's the first time you see a computer actually being able to play chess with a human being, and not just any human being, a world-class chess champion, and beating that champion. Okay, let's until that point, no computer was able to beat a world-class chess champion. It just didn't have the computing power. Now, you know, many of us have either games or applications on our phone that have chess games on them, and they have levels. And if you play level 1 and you know how to play chess, you usually can beat it. Level 2, you usually win most of the games. Level 3, by the time you get to about level 5, unless you're truly an excellent chess player, maybe approaching, say, a master chess player, you're having a hard time beating the phone, beating your chess program on the phone. So this whole Deep Blue was the first in '97, but if you fast forward to 2013 today, this has become routine where computers can beat world-class chess champions. Now let's fast forward to 2005. And what happened then? Well, the California Stanford University developed a robot. Okay, so we have a robot and it was able to drive. The robot drives a car on an unrehearsed desert trail for 131 miles and wins the DARPA DARPA stands for Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. This is the agency within the government that does the most advanced and typically blue sky type of research. It wins the DARPA Grand Challenge for a driverless vehicle. So it wins DARPA's Grand Challenge. For a driverless vehicle. So this is the first time a robot drives 131 miles and wins the DARPA's Grand Challenge for a driverless vehicle. Okay. Now that's on a desert trail. There are no other cars, no humans to run over, etc. Let's fast forward 2 more years. We're now in 2007. And the Carnegie Mellon University developed a similar kind of program. They used an SUV, and it was called BOSS. So they got an SUV, which is a big vehicle, and it's called BOSS, and they drive it in traffic for 55 miles. in an urban setting. So it's not driving in the desert, it's driving in an urban setting. That's in a city setting in traffic. And it shares the road with other vehicles that have humans driving it. And it too wins drive-ins, DARPA's. It wins DARPA's Urban Challenge. Okay, so we've come a long way. Now we have a vehicle that's able to drive by itself for 55 miles in an urban setting, avoiding crashing, avoiding hitting anyone, and DARPA recognizes it and awards it its Urban Challenge Award. All right, now I'll give you just one more date. We're going to fast forward again to 2011. And in 2011, there's a popular TV show called Jeopardy! And they use a computer against the two all-time undefeated champions of Jeopardy! They use IBM's Watson. IBM Watson. And they use that computer, and it defeats two of the all-time undefeated champions, Brad Rutter, R-U-T-T-E-R, and Ken Jennings, J-E-N-N-I-N-G-S. So what is this saying? It's saying that artificial intelligence is real, and it's getting better with time. In the next post, we're going to explore, we're going to take a look at how artificial intelligence is changing our lives today, and just where it will take us over the next 10 to 40 years. Thank you.